Alright, IO Collective crew. So here's some of the stuff that I harvested from our recent meeting in London. And I promised to come back to you guys with my proposal of how we can co-create our manifesto, which would not just be kind of fluffy words about our values and things like this, which can be really useful sort of guide and compass and stuff, but also like drill down into, okay, how do we actually make decisions and take action, and what do we actually specifically want from the IO Collective. So yeah, we started off with some of these things. We can pull some of this into the manifesto process. Let me just grab this and copy that. So this is what I've built. It's not the most beautiful looking thing, but it's very functional. Essentially, this little thing here is like an alignment thing, which I spoke to you guys about in London. For some reason, it is not copied over the emojis. It should have emojis on like this. So the idea is that you can express your opinion or your alignment on a post-it note. So these can stack up. It can be 7 people love this, 2 people like it. This one could be 4 people like it, 1 person is not comfortable with it in its current form. So whatever those emojis are, we can work them out. And then, so I really would love at this stage, I'd really love, as well as your general feedback about this whole process, I'd love to co-create these questions a bit more. I kind of pulled these out of my arse a bit. I was just going for questions that could really help turn the IO Collective into something actionable and clear, where ultimately we can make the invitations to members, all of us, really clear, so we know what the collective as a whole is welcoming from us. Because for me, that feels like the greatest stumbling block of the IO Collective, is that people aren't clear enough what they're invited to bring to the table, because nobody wants to put love and energy into offering something, creating something, and not actually know whether that was invited or welcomed at all, or that it'll even be seen. So I think it needs to be really clear that, you know, what gifts are being invited of people and that they are going to be seen and appreciated. That's why I feel like our invitations need to be really clear. Below this black line are just some super specific kind of example decisions that we could just play with. So like, what do you propose we do with people currently in our Facebook group? So you put your response to that question here, and everybody who's taking part in this process can go, yeah, or maybe more realistically, okay, what about this? Like, I like that idea. I think I can just get rid of this by clicking my face. Yeah, that's it. So yeah, if there's already one of these on here, like, someone else can just click that and it'll just add, and it will go to number 2, then 3, then 4. If I click that now, that'll disappear. But so say this is Luke's idea for what to do with people currently in the IO Collective Facebook group, or what do we want to do with that group, maybe is a better question. And then maybe we develop a better idea. So this idea can kind of constantly evolve. We can co-create better and better ideas, and then by the time we get here, you know, everyone loves this idea. Okay, so we improve upon our ideas, but what I love about real-time board is the amount of freedom it gives you over how we're all logged on the internet live at the same time, co-creating, all answering these questions, and really dreaming and scheming and visioning, like, what is the IO Collective we want. But then when we feel like it, peeking at each other's ideas and taking inspiration from them. And ultimately, I think very organically, we'll see which ideas have the most alignment, the most smiley faces, and it will be very clear which ones, you know, we love most, and if anyone feels uncomfortable with any of those ideas, even if they're quite popular. So that's basically my kind of process. Let me know what you think of the whole process generally, but also these questions, because if we do like the process, I'd still like to spend a bit more time, like more co-creating these questions together, because I think they're quite important. But yeah, imagine it being at least probably an hour of us like on real-time board together to really dig into this. I mean, you guys saw the Dignity YouTube video of how we co-created our business plan together. It took a good while, but it just felt so juicy and good and really got us on the same page. And I just think after that, there was just this deeply rooted feeling of like, man, we are a team of people who really are on the same page. And there's like, we look into each other's eyes, like, I know how you see this collective, this group, I understand it. And even if you word it differently, I get it and I trust it. And we share that trust of being on the same page about what we're trying to create together. And then suddenly I know the gifts that I want to bring to it, and I trust that they're going to be well received. So yeah, right, let me know what you think.